Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Trap House. We're either gonna call this Tisa Trap House Talks. I know y'all came for the video. It's a coming, right? But we're either gonna call it Trap House Tea, Tisa's Trap House Talks, or just the Trap House. Anyway, welcome. If you are new to my channel, we cut it up. We do a little popular news, we do a little gossip. It's always fun, and I mix astrology in there if you are astrology buff. And I do tarot. I know it sounds like a lot, but it really all does flow together. Watch my videos. They definitely flow together. Listen, I think you're gonna like the video. And if you're here this far, still listening to me, do me a favor if you can. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. It helps me out with the algorithm. And honestly, I am really doing this. And it gives me the encouragement, but also the incentive to really give you guys content. So I know what you're thinking. Why would I like? I just came on to this channel. Well, I'll tell you, halfway through, you're going to remember my words. This is the way it goes, right? You're going to remember my words. And then you're going to press the subscribe and the like button. And just like that, magic is made. All right, let me get out of here and enjoy it. This is the running show. If you guys press like and subscribe, I can take time and learn how to edit my videos. Don't you want to edit the videos instead of seeing me do a fade out like this? All right, here's the show. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Tisa's Trap House Talks. Listen, that was coined by Mr. Brown Royale on Twitter. Thank you so much for looking out. You guys should follow him. He's actually really good at highlighting new YouTube or Instagram or Twitter. If you guys are looking for somebody with an interesting feed, he's pretty good. But we're going to call this a Trap House Talks until further notice. So you guys, what's going on today, right? Let's talk. What is going on today? So I'm sure y'all already heard the news. I know. I've been talking about damn Porsha and Simon all week, but goddamn, they keep doing shit. They keep doing shit. It's kind of like, I know that they say like all publicity is good publicity, but I don't know. Porsha posted some shit on her Instagram saying God removes people from your life because here are conversations that you didn't hear, right? I like the way even Porsha and Simon are using the same font and the same colors. The same font and the same background and colors for their things. They're moving as one, right? Who got removed from her life, you might be asking? Well, quick search of Miss Cynthia Belly will let you know that Porsha is no longer following Cynthia, right? Porsha is no longer following Cynthia. Listen, Porsha, this is the thing, right? I said it in the last video. If you're going to do a Hail Mary, you got to catch it. It needs to work. Either that or you're burning bridges. I know that Simon is gassing Porsha up. I know she is on that private jet. I know she is on living in a life of luxury. Her and Miss Diane, unlike when Cordell was complaining that Miss Diane was always trying to get him to take them shopping. Cordell was an ex-football player. You know, football players, they don't make that much money, right? I don't know sports, but I know their salaries. They don't make that much money. If you are trying to make a come up, get a basketball player. Better yet, get a baseball or a hockey player, especially baseball. If you can get a soccer player, okay. But football players, I mean, they make more than the guy at the Piggly Wiggly, but they need to count their money. You know what I'm saying? They're not known for having like really big, like LeBron James contracts, even if they were really good. I hope Cordell plays football, because I know y'all gonna be in the comments like, he doesn't play football, he plays hockey. But anyway, I'm saying he plays football, hopefully. And so he was mad because Miss Diane, Porsha's mom, was always trying to get him to take shopping. Remember he had that scene with Peter where he was saying Miss Diane was in his bed eating pizza and he was mad that she wouldn't take him he wouldn't take her shopping, this and that. Listen, Simon has enough money to take Porsha's whole bloodline shopping. That's not it. So I'm sure he is doing everything he can to stay on her good side because, like I said, I think he wants his partnership for this fame. A lot of people said it, right? But I called it, right? So she's living in a lap of luxury, but you got to make sure you haven't secured the bag yet. Getting an engagement ring, that's step one. And who knows, an engagement ring legally in the state of Georgia or any more states is a promise to marry. But if you, for some reason, renege that promise, as the woman, you need to give the ring back, right? It's a good ring. It's a gorgeous ring. Like, it's beautiful. I can't shade that. But you haven't secured the bag. Real talk, Porsha, you could have gotten that ring yourself, or you could have gotten somebody else if it was just about, sorry. Y'all better not be in my comments talking about why you yawning. I'm yawning because I just got home, but I'm trying to give y'all the tea. Anyway, so if I get one comment about that, yes, I know I'm yawning. Anyway, yeah, so I mean, what y'all think? What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think about Porsha hasn't secured the bag, at least not to me. For all the bridges you burned, you are now known as the town Jezebel, Trollop, Huzzy. Like I said in my last video, I don't care if you go into Porsha's funeral, I'm coming too. I don't trust that girl, dead or alive, in a casket or not. I can assume everybody, probably except for Shamia, which shout out to who called her Schema or Schema instead of Shamila. Schemes, Vera Howard. Shout out to Vera Howard, who called Shamia Schemes, probably told Porsha to go for it. We were talking about sports and vibe. But anyway, Shamia, aka Schemes, is probably the only one that's going to let her around her husband. And if you believe the rumors, you know, Porsha knows Shamia and Shamia's husband for real. Speculation, innuendo, I don't know. It was just word on the streets, and you know my ear was toward it, and I'm repeating it. But don't go around acting like, you know. So what else is going on? So anyway, yeah, Porsha hasn't secured the bag, and I'm really worried for her. Like, Miss Diane, when you get your daughter and let her know you have not secured the bag, it is too early for you to be cutting off people, making enemies, and doing that. Wait until you are Mrs. Simon G, Miss Porsha G. Wait until at least you have that title, and then go on a warpath. You see, I keep a handy dandy notebook. Porsha, get you a handy dandy notebook and just take names. Just be like, oh, really? What they say? Oh, really? Really? And write it in and make it your Bernberg. And when you get with that billionaire, problem solved. What else is going on in the world? Y'all, you know the stuff going on with Bill and Melinda Gates. I talked about it in my last trending topics, Trap House Talk. Go ahead and check it out if you haven't seen it. I also post some shit on Tasha K. I watched her video. I was not going to post the video, but I did post it because it was me just going in on her. I knew she had toxic thoughts. I knew she had toxic behaviors, but I thought like 80% of it was for the show and maybe 20% of it was her, because you got to get it, right? Get it how you live it. I thought it was just to get viewers. Yo, she is a misogynistic pick me, and she has this weird hate toward girls that can, I get it. You worked hard, Tasha K, and you're building something. I hope one day to be as successful as she is. I really do. Like, no shade. I'll respect a boss, right? I'm going to do it my way, though. But I respect the way she scaled up and really did what she needed to do. But she has this, but that was her choice to work. That was her choice to scale up. She has this irrational hatred toward women that could play starfish and get exactly where she was. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Tasha, how are you mad that somebody had to play starfish, right? The Porsha Williams of the world. Porsha plays starfish for a come up, right? But how are you gonna mad that somebody could lay on their back and get to where you are? Why don't you just worry about your own bag? But she goes, and she's a jealous hearted person. Talking about, oh, you see these women with these bags and this, and I was raised right. You were raised to be a bottom bitch, pick me. Please recognize that and please stay in your name. But I really broke it down. I saw a lot about Kevin Samuels, what is mine, right? He tells a little bit about his childhood, and I really broke him all the way down because I actually saw his motivations. I saw what drives him. I saw like behind the mask. It's an interesting video, if I do say so myself. You guys should check it out if you guys have time. But yeah, who was it? I forgot the subscriber that called him Kevin. Excuse me. Kevin Kitten Hills Samuels, you know, a little pep in his step. Kitten Hills, right? Shout out to Alexander Rogers at Kitten Hill, you know, yes, Kevin Kitten Hill Samuels. So what else is going on? Yo, shout out to Delilah Gainey, who was saying Apollo was given all types of Mr. T. I pity a fool. I did a video where I showed you guys, it was my last trending topics. Check it out It's in my feed. So is the Kevin Samuels, Tasha K expose, where she was like, he was like, yo, Apollo, I challenge you, Joe. It can be anywhere. And then he walked off. Apollo is always so cringy / stupid. That's how you can tell Apollo's good looking, because we've forgiven him for so much. It's just like, even with the cringiness, you're just like, Phaedra, come get your man. Like, seriously. But shout out to Delilah Gainey for pointing out that he was giving Mr. T, I pity the fool. Yo, I want to know in the comments, I was thinking about, right? So Shalene actually put me down to, when it first started, that to look at the kitchen scene with Phelan when she was running through the house, right? And the way she was so triggered and so angry. But it had to be coming from LaToya, because maybe Porsha would say. Anyway, we were talking, and what I think I'm going to do are two things. One, I'm going to break down the scene of when they first met, Phelan and Porsha, because there's a lot in that scene, you guys. And plus, we need to have our chats. Maybe you're listening to this while you're on your way to work, or you're listening to this while your boss is getting on your nerves. It doesn't matter. Hit like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends, right? Y'all know I'm trying to do this for full time. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna dissect that clip. I think I'm gonna post the video tomorrow. We're gonna have a section by section rundown, and I'm gonna do another tarot reading too. So that'll be fun, right? Who else did I need to give a shout out to? Oh, Kira. Kira gave me a great idea where she said, please do a season overview of Real Housewives of Potomac before the new season comes on. Yeah, I'm going to do a breakdown of where all the pieces are, everything, so then we can see that new season better not disappoint, right? It better not disappoint. Now, I did hear on Instagram that, who said it? Dolly's Seafood said on Instagram, they were all, the ladies of the Real Housewives were like dropping hints that the relationship started before 10 months. That's bullshit. It didn't happen. They didn't drop hints. I do believe the relationship has been going on for a while. You can even look at the yacht photo that I posted in my, I think it's on the community post. And she was on vacation with them in January. So, I mean, it's not above Porsha to meet somebody and go on vacation 3 days. See this? Yo, Porsha is feeling that billionaire social success snatch. You better get it, girl. Carefree on a yacht, drinking champagne, the wind blowing through her hair. Tipsy, breaking it down. The world is hers. Yo, do you think she's gonna remember this time when things start to fall down? If y'all watch my tarot card review, shit's gonna hit the fan. I hope she remembers this feeling of of carefree happiness when the world was hers. And how does she know? Because she had 40 million reasons to believe it. It's gonna be a fall from grace. It's going to be a fall from grace, but it's going to be interesting to actually see. Y'all, Dennis has a replacement for Porsha. Apparently he's dating Meghan James. She's a reality star. Remember, but here's the thing. At first I was like, who is Meghan James? She's that girl with a strong chin. Beautiful girl, but she has a really strong chin, right? Really beautiful girl. But I think the chin is kind of off balance because, like, honestly, she's had a lot of plastic surgery, which is weird. Why is everybody getting plastic surgery and they really don't need it? It's just so odd to me. Like, you were already beautiful. Why did you I guess, right? But Dennis is going out with Meghan James. Now, why is this important? Why do we care about the hot dog man? I mean, we actually don't. But Dennis is going out with Meghan James. But Meghan James is famous for saying, as long as a man cheats respectfully, I have no problem with him cheating. Now, here's the thing. She probably thinks she can handle Dennis because as long as a man cheats respectfully. Dennis was probably like, cha-ching, that's exactly what I need. But, you know, anybody that is a woman, anybody that's lived life, anybody just started dating, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, unless you're young, and if you are young, make sure you ask your mom if you can watch this, right? But there's no such thing as cheating respectfully. When people cheat, they cheat because it's the power. They cheat because it's a conquest. That's why you have those people in open relationships. That's why you have people being like, oh, he can do whatever. You know, they sit you down and they're just like, you can do whatever you want. Just make sure you're honest with me. That's all I need for you to do is to be honest. right? And then you end up looking like Khloe the Crown Kardashian and Tristan Thomas, because for the last time, cheating is about power. It's about power. Probably if half the people that cheated, if you went to the person and said, listen, I need a little time, I need to figure things out, can we take a little break? The other person might cry, but what choice do they have? But the cheaters don't want that. The cheaters want to get over. The cheaters want to humiliate. The cheaters want that little thrill of you blowing up the phone or arguing. Like, yeah. So anyway, this Meghan James girl, I was like, what is going on with her life that you somehow think that by? And what abuse have you taken? When I say abuse, I don't mean that somebody was like hitting her, but just like that thing of like your soul crushed. Because you think that as long as somebody cheats, how sad that you think all men cheat. The same way women don't cheat, men don't cheat. And listen, if somebody says that's not true, well, you're a cheater, and we really can't talk, right? What else is going on? Good. Oh, you know, Simon's side chick, Simon's side chick, the one that looks like Jessica Rabbit, the really pretty girl, she was in this beautiful, I posted it on my community feed if you want to see the picture. Do I have the picture here? She was in this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful latex red mini dress at the BCG, the Bad Girls Club, whatever, house, right? And she was just at the reunion. Maybe she'll be on the cast. She is pumping this 15 seconds of fame for all it's worth. And I'm not mad at her. She's actually a breath of fresh air because she doesn't try to front. She's like, yeah, we were doing drugs, we were drinking, yeah, you know, this and that. Even Columbia, mad. Ooh, she couldn't wait to go to Columbia. And she's like, damn, I'm mad I missed that, right? She is messy. She has no shame, and I love it. I love it for her. Also, Porsha's been in the gym a lot. I told you guys in the last video, you can work out while you're pregnant, so it really doesn't matter. But also what made me think she's in the gym, I look at the side piece, and then I look at Phelan, and me thinks, and then I look at Porsha, and then I think two of these things are not like the other, because Simon doesn't have a type as far as complexion. He doesn't have a type as far as preferring, you know, some men are like, oh, I want somebody with curly hair. I want somebody with straighter texture hair. I want somebody with kinkier texture. He doesn't seem to have a preference. He doesn't care if people wear wigs. But you know what he does seem to have? Simon seems to have a body type. Simon, from the two examples I've seen, he tends to like thin women. And Porsha, Miss Collard Greens and Cornbread, beautiful body, but she is not thin. And that's what made me think, I wonder if that's why she's in the gym. Because remember how we all said that Porsha becomes whoever she needs to be? Remember how we said Porsha becomes everybody she needs to be? Yeah, right? Right now, she needs to be about 20, 30 pounds thinner. But again, I think it's all game because that girl, she's pregnant. She's pregnant. Oh, also, they're saying that Wendy's husband is in a cheating scandal. Now, this did come from All About the Tea. If you guys read All About the Tea, half the shit she posts is bullshit, or he or she, whoever they are, is bullshit. I feel like it's paid by publicity agents. I remember when she was capping for Monique instead of Candace really, really hard. And we all had our opinions, but with her, it was just like, but you're not even looking at the facts or evidence. But, so take this with a grain of salt. They're saying that Wendy's husband has been caught cheating. And not only is he cheating, he has a side baby. Yeah, he has a side baby by a white woman at the office. Now, here's the funny thing, right? That it really offended me. What does it matter if she's white? For all my white viewers, one, what does it matter if you're white, right? But also, two, why are y'all trying to act like that's like the black woman, like how you break a black woman down? No, he's with a white woman. Who the fuck cares? It was just weird the way they said, oh, his coworker is a white woman. All right. And like, is that supposed to make me feel some type of way? Is it more or less insulting that he's with a white? Is it supposed to be more insulting because as a black woman, you cut me in my heart? I think the takeaway is allegedly he has a side baby with a lawyer who's in his law firm. Now, I don't believe this at all. I don't believe it at all. but I'm reporting it because it's such bullshit. How could I not? This is just like saying Wendy was from a cursed African family. This is all the smear campaigns that actually came out. Probably Monique's feeding it. 'Cause you know Monique had a vendetta and she was the one spreading that shit about they're from a cursed African family bloodline. I don't believe it. Anyway, moving on. Guess what? You know how Candace on the Real Housewives of Potomac has a podcast? Well, guess who also joined the podcast? Giselle and Robin. Their podcast is called Reasonably Shady. And they said that Giselle Bryant, she posted on her Instagram, she said, new podcast alert. So excited to announce Reasonably Shady, launching May 21st. The Green-Eyed Bandits are at it again, talking about everything. Listening to us is like chatting with your best girlfriend. There's going to be something to make you laugh, uplift you, and maybe even make you cry. Probably Giselle's fashions, right? Oh, but she's gonna be radio, so it doesn't matter. Saying that, you're free to be reasonably shady. Now listen, I think that's a great look for two reasons. One, I've listened to Candace's podcast. I actually think it's really funny, but Candace just talks about like stuff we talk about. Reasonably Shady, I think is gonna be funny. Giselle's super funny. Robin is a good foil to Giselle. She kind of likes, when Robin's around Giselle, she makes Giselle more likable. And Giselle makes Robin more like energetic and more upbeat, right? You can tell they're genuinely friends. But I also think this is a smart move because, yeah, Momo, you messed up with Binder Time. Now, I know some of you guys in the comments are arguing, saying that you guys have actually watched Binder Time and you find it very, very entertaining. Not me. I find it elementary. I find it rudimentary. I really want to make I'm going to start reviewing the Binder Times just so we can have a good kiki together because it's just ridiculous. It's unintentionally hilarious. And I remember Monique was on a podcast and she was like, yeah, a lot of people were saying and roasting me about my thing, but they don't get it. It's supposed to be jokes. It is not supposed to be jokes. Everybody was laughing at you and then you made it to jokes. Monique, shut up. Monique lies to the end. Her and Porsha have a lot in common. Monique just lies. Now they're supposed to be talking. You were dead serious and you weren't trying to make satire. You weren't trying to make slapstick comedy. Even the Binder Time where she starts saying the Binder thing and she's like, yeah, that. And then she starts rapping like she's Hazel and moving her shoulders while she's holding a storybook in front of her. Yeah, then jump off. Boom. And she was reading like, girl, you know what? I'm going to review Binder Time. I'm going to review Binder Time and I'm going to give y'all the dramatic reenactment, right? Because that's how I see it when Monique talks. But this is also really good for Giselle and Robin because Candace has her podcast. Candace, y'all can say what you want about Candace. Candace is really a forward thinker. Monique does have Binder Time, but you have it behind the Patreon wall, right? Candace has a free podcast. Robin and Giselle have a free podcast. They're members on a huge Bravo show. Their narrative and their story, they're going to be able to put it out. And they don't need to go to the blogs. They don't need to go to YouTube. It was actually very smart, right? Instead of going to YouTube and kind of settling, they can put their truth out in the podcast, refute anything Monique says, refute anything that's happening on the season to them, right? They can refute, and then we're gonna go to their podcast and get little sound bites and report on that. So great forward thinking, way to go, right? Yo, do you know that Sheree's son graduated college? Can you see him? No, but can you see him? Yo. Say what you want about Sheree and Bob. They seem like they had a really toxic marriage in the end, but goddamn, they didn't make some good looking kids. I don't have a picture of Sheree's daughter, but Sheree's daughter is absolutely drop dead gorgeous as well. And Cairo, her son, I mean, he's only gotten better looking. They did a good thing. They did a good thing. Happy birthday to Kandi. Kandi, it's her birthday today, Taurus Queen, and she posted this picture. Look how good she looks. Look how good she looks. Yo, do you know what? Kandi has a new makeup artist. I don't know if she's tagged them yet, but Kandi's new makeup artist really, even when she was at the Escape reunion, she was in that jumpsuit. Kandi's new makeup artist really knows how to work her face. Don't get me wrong. Kandi's a really good look. I think she's really pretty. But there are things in her face that when you try to do conventional things, it doesn't always carry. Everybody's face is always different. It's like when I went to a makeup artist one time and she was doing my girlfriend's makeup, and my girlfriend was like, oh, let her do your makeup. She's so good. My girlfriend's Asian, right? And she made her look like a little Barbie doll. She did me, and I looked like I was casket ready, but not in a good way. Do you see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what your face looks like. You need a makeup artist that can really work with it. And her new makeup artist, 10 out of 10. Look at Kandi. 10 out of 10. She is giving it. She is doing it. Now, this girl looks like she owns Bedroom Kandi and the sex dungeon. Also, what else is going on? Everybody thinks that Ashley and Karen are going to be in alliance for this new season. What are they on? Season 6? And everybody keeps talking about, yeah, they can't wait to drag the girls. Are you out of your mind? Listen, Karen hates Ashley, and Ashley hates Karen. They have been enemies since, and Ashley was part of the Green Eyed Bandits. They only aligned for Monique. One, Monique was blowing smoke up of Karen's ass. She had so much hate for Giselle and Robin that she, of course, wanted to make sure that Monique stayed on the show just to make her mad, right? And Candace was casualty because Candace thought that Karen was like a mother to her, and Karen was like, girl, I don't care about you. And Ashley was part of that Green Eyed Bandit stuff. Karen didn't forget. And now that Monique's not around, yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, Ariana Grande got married. Did you guys know? Do you guys know who Ariana Grande is? Of course you do, right? She sings that one song that I really love. These rings, I bought it. The thing you like, my hair, it's mine, just bought it. Ooh, you know Ariana Grande, right? She just got married to Dalton Gomez at her home over the weekend. Ariana Grande is a Cancer. Cancers love to be in love. They love to be swept off their feet. They love quick engagements. They love to believe it's real. Just like Porsha, Ariana Grande, I hope you had an airtight prenup. He is a realtor. Not saying there's anything wrong with realtors, but you definitely make more money than him. You literally just met him and you're getting married. I hope she had an airtight prenup because I give this maybe 6 months, right? Oh, there was this podcast, I think it's called The Sesh with Casey Wilson and Daniel Snyder. It's a Real Housewives breakdown. And they let it be known that one of the reasons that Marlo has not held the peach is because of one of the major executives at NBC was worried about her being a sex worker. Okay, you know what? The more and more I hear about Bravo, the more and more I will stand tall with what I said about they have a real problem with dealing with diversity. They have a real problem with dealing with the different casts, but they're always harsher to the casts that are. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? There's no proof that Marlo was ever a sex worker. It's nothing but gossip and innuendo. And when you think about it, what's different than what Porsha's doing? What's different than what Erica Jayne did? What's different than what all these girls are doing for the come up to marry their rich man? It really strikes me as like, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Marlo, whatever her past is, bring her on. Marlo has never hit her past. And honestly, I just think a high network exec did not want Marlo on because there have been rumors going around ever since that season that Porsha got to stay and Phaedra got fired, that Porsha was messing around. And I hate to say this because I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because I hate when people act like when women get power or anything, it's because they slept with somebody or they used their sexuality. If they did, they did, but it's kind of like Porsha is a fan favorite. She got babied by production. I don't need to repeat rumors that one of the reasons she didn't get fired is because she was sleeping with a high NBC network executive, probably the same NBC network executive that is keeping Marlo off. I don't need to say that because that is gossip, lies, and innuendo, you know? Just like I don't need to say that everybody's saying that Simon's cousin was a married man that bought Porsha the Bentley. I want to see who actually purchased. I wish we could actually see the papers from the actual car when the car was purchased because I wonder if she's been messing around with Simon for a while. That's probably going to be a long gap, but when I do the dissection of the seed where they met, we'll actually see. Then there's what else is going on? Oh, y'all know that Sheree, let me wipe my phone off. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know that Sheree is on a trip to Africa with Simon, right? Now, they say they didn't go together. Porsha said she was supposed to go on the trip, but she declined. And at first I thought it was bullshit, but then I saw it was PJ's birthday, and I was just like, okay. It seems odd, doesn't it, that a man that's co-parenting your daughter would miss her birthday for the inauguration of the president, because he could have flew there right before the inauguration, or he could have flew after. He didn't need to stay there, but you know, whatever. So they're like, Porsha was supposed to join him, but he decided not to, right? She decided not to, but Sheree was on that trip because Sheree is rolling hard with the Africans. Like I explained in my other trending topics video, if you want to see the breakdown of that relationship and why I think, I don't know, Sheree coming on the show is such a good idea, go ahead and watch that video. Oh, sad news. I feel bad. I dragged Monique for binder time. I feel bad. I'm not going to see heaven because really, really sad news. Her cousin was actually murdered. Monique released a statement and said, we live in an evil world. I think Monique's a narcissist. I think she's missing a few chips. But that said, yeah, that's really sad. I wish like a lot of healing energy, and you guys send some healing energy out to Monique's family. That's really, really sad when things happen like that. When anybody's murdered, but it's yeah, I can't even talk about that. I shouldn't even brought it up. It's really sad. I'm sorry if I triggered anybody that's also recently lost a loved one. Also the Baddies ATL, but let's go to something more lighthearted. Baddies ATL, that cast was shading Porsha Williams. This is what I mean about, hold on guys. Here's what I mean about the fact that Porsha needs to secure that bag. Porsha announced her relationship to Simon too early. I would have announced the relationship after the wedding invitations went out. After the wedding invitations went out, I would have announced the relationship, and I would have told Simon, you gotta chill until we get our show. I would have gotten engaged. I would have went to Bravo, and I would have been like, hey, what was the rush with her announcing that? Because I would have gotten engaged and went to Bravo and been like, listen, we're engaged. This is good for a storyline. What's up? What are you guys talking about? What figures are you talking about? I would have tried to set it up. I would have tried to set up a wedding in that 3-episode special. It would have been a summer wedding, right? He's rich enough. The only thing that holds weddings back from happening quickly, honestly, is money, right? Poor people have to go and pay for the deposit and spread it out over a year. Simon has enough money that even if the dates aren't available at the preferred venue, he can make dates available. Do you know what I'm saying? His money actually talks. So you could have actually pulled together an amazing wedding in 3 or 4 months. I would have gotten a deal, right? I would have put together my wedding, and then I would have sent the wedding invitations out. And then the day I dropped the wedding invitations in the mail, you would have saw me on Instagram being like, oh my God, you guys love wins. So what was the rush with Porsha coming out? Because she is getting a lot of blowback. Everybody feels free to clown her. And they feel to clown her because nobody thinks that they're actually going to make it to the aisle. Now, to Nikki Star TV's point, once Porsha's married, people are going to start being a lot nicer to her. Maybe in the broke circles they will. But in the rarefied air that Simon breathes, you're still just the wife. You're still just the wife, right? But even this place, Baddies Atlanta, that same place that Simon's mistress was there, not mistress, side chick, allegedly, was there. I think she's trying to get on. This was in this, the girls actually said this, look. Oh, now you don't want to play. Hold on, guys. I was looking for fruit stores in Madrid. Also, side note, does anybody know?
Girls are like in their 50s, 60s. Doing the same thing.
Oh my God.
Joey husbands and, housewives and...
Yeah, they're even playing her. Porsha has become a joke. I hope for her sake she secured that bag because she really cut off so many things. Now, this is the real question. Before we get to the last thing, well, not the last thing, I have a few more things to talk about. Does anybody know where I can get some really good bundles? Yes, I'm talking about weave hair, like really good bundles, like virgin Remy hair. I like my hair when it's like a little coarse. but I want it straight with a little bit of wave, right? I don't like putting heat in my hair. But more importantly, I'm sick of buying AliExpress hair. And this summer, I want to be able to sit on my hair. Listen, the outside's open. I don't have time to play around. I want to be able to sit on my hair. So if anybody knows a place that has really good bundles, I might even dye them and or closures. Please send me the information, DM me on Twitter, let me know in the comments. I know this is so ghetto asking for who got the best bundles, but if you do know any virgin bundles, Burmese wavy, Burmese straight, definite, or Cambodian wavy, Cambodian straight, just anything with like a little bit. I don't like that Chinese straight. I know everybody loves it, but for me, I want like, you know, a little bit of volume, right? Because yeah. Anyway, what else is going on? There was something else going on so funny that I wanted to tell you guys about, but I think I'm gonna have to save it for the next episode. Oh, I am gonna review Married to Medicine, right? I'm also going to do oh, did you guys know Kat from Black Ink Crew Chicago is pregnant? Remember Kat who slept with Ryan? And Ryan, I wonder if Ryan ever slept with Charmaine. Oh my God, did you guys see Phaedra and her boys? Yo, first of all, why did Phaedra mess with her face? She's starting to look like Black China, and I'm not even joking. I always thought Phaedra was pretty, and people teased her about being a frog, but she's starting to look like Black China, but look how gorgeous her boys are. Look how gorgeous her boys are. All I can say after that is, right? All I can say after that is, oh, and Ashley posted pictures of her family. Michael is so creepy. Even his smile lets you know there's something wrong with them. There's something off with them. You know, it's that picture where you see a police report and they show the family picture and you're like, yeah, I don't even know what he did, but I believe he did it. That's what Michael gives me. That is what Michael gives me. Anyway, you guys, Ashley just celebrated her 7th anniversary with Michael Darby. For those of you guys that don't know, you don't have to Google. Michael Darby, AKA the man that is always embarrassing her. Yeah, that Michael Darby. Listen to this bullshit she said.
Hey babes, so yes, we're home by 10 o'clock on our 7th anniversary night, and let me tell y'all, we had such a great conversation, but you know what we enjoy talking about most?
What?
Our kids.
Shut up, Ashley, lying.
How great
lying.
they are, how blessed we
lying.
are, how lucky we are to be their parents, and
Michael's like, why do I have to have a baby?
And then we had a very heated yet interesting conversation about UFOs and aliens. And that is why I love my husband, and that's why I love being married to him, because we, no matter what, we will always have interesting, fun, and different conversations. So let's hope in 7 years we still having these kinds of talks, hey? Love y'all. Hey, babes.
Okay, first of all, Ashley's a Gemini. I don't believe a word that she says. Every time Ashley starts gushing over what a good father and husband Michael is, Michael just embarrassed her. The season for Real Housewives of Potomac did just wrap. It did just wrap. Michael, every season finds a way. It's actually hard for him now because he's embarrassed her in so many other ways. I'm actually shocked when he finds new ways to embarrass her. Every season, Michael has found new ways to embarrass Ashley. So the fact that she's taping this after it, new exciting ways, that's why she left her husband, because y'all haven't talked about UFOs. Ashley, shut the hell up. Y'all, now I really want to see Real Housewives of Potomac because I'm really interested to see how did Michael embarrass Ashley this time. Anyway, here's another funny thing also, before I move on from Erica Giraldi. Her husband, Tom, has claimed that he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease and is in court-ordered conservatorship and under the legal guardianship of his brother. Of course, it's a slick lawyer move. He's trying to make sure he doesn't actually have to go to jail. And like I said, I am sure he has millions hidden off of shores of America in undisclosed accounts. As long as he can stay out of jail, he can go over to Aruba and live his life. It just sickens me. It sickens me that this is another case of rich people being able to do what the hell they want. Meanwhile, me and you steal some oatmeal cream pies from the corner store, right? We're going to jail for like 5 years. It sickens me is the fact that like these rich people, they always find ways not to atone for their sins. But if you even step out of line, if you make it's like I always knew, even in class, rules are for the poor. And so keep the poor in line. They're not for the rich. The rich laugh at them. That's why they're always doing what they wanted, and even to the point of Erica hiding assets for him. And she knew. By the time, here's the thing, I don't know if she knew that he was stealing settlements, but when the shit started coming out and the investigators started calling her, being like, do you know, because investigators will be like, hi Erica, so do you know your husband's stealing money? It's a federal crime. He's probably going to go to jail for 30 years. And if you don't cooperate, you're probably going to go to jail too. They come at you like that, right? They're saying he's never going to practice law again. He's 80 something years old. Who cares? With his fake Alzheimer's. Anyway, let's go. His Alzheimer's and Drew's fibroids, they need to go on a medical show so we can see what happens yet, right? Right? They need to go on a show about dealing with their conditions because I believe they're the same. Anyway, remember how we were talking about Arianna Grande? Or Erica Jayne from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and how her husband allegedly is a piece of crap who stole from victims of horrible accidents, even paralyzed. He was just a piece of crap. Read about it. She's been trying to take this role like, oh no, that was just my husband. I'm so surprised. I don't know what he was doing. Well, guess what? Bankruptcy trustees, because her husband, in my last video I talked about it, got like his bins and everything repossessed, and Erica is living in an $8,000 apartment. Now to you and me, an $8,000 apartment is living good, or maybe the apartment's $80,000 a month. No, I think it's $8,000 a month. That's living good to me and you. However, to her, where she was on a mortgage, where the mortgage itself was probably like $200,000 a month. Yeah, she's in the hood. She's in the hood now, baby. Cue little Kim. But bankruptcy trustees have accused Arianna Grande of concealing assets for her estranged husband, Tom. I remember saying I wanted to see what Erica knew, how she was involved, and what happened, right? For prominent LA attorney Tom Girardi, and are in the process of dispatching teams of investigators. You better be worried when the government sends their forensic accountants. They rip your books apart. You better not have even said that you had a pack of gum and it was a pack of Cheetos. They will rip you apart, right? They're in the process of dispatching teams of investigators to comb through her belongings and account for money and property that should go to those who can show they were fleeced by him. So basically all his assets, they're dismantling right now to pay the victims of the settlements that he stole from. Plus they get treble damages because the funds were misappropriated. So let's just say you win. It's going to be more than this, but let's just say you win $1 million, right? You can actually get up to $3 million extra because you lied, you conned, you cheated. Yeah. If Erica does show that she actually hid assets, that's actually a huge crime. And now they can go after all her assets, and it's open to her having jail time. Those federal prosecutors, the state prosecutors, they don't play. Erica, I hope this is just a prosecutor being overly ambitious and misunderstanding, because here's the thing, prosecutors get it wrong sometimes. Sometimes prosecutors are overly ambitious, too aggressive, and like get evidence that when they finally pans out, it's like, man, shut up, right? But I just hope that's not the case. I really, really do hope that's not the case. Anyway, y'all, Nicki Minaj's new album is out. They've been releasing her first or second mixtape she put out 10 years ago. Nicki is so talented. I just want to post this picture she posted. Look at this. She ate flawless. Let me see if I can. Look, flawless from head to toe. Even look at the shoes. Nicki ate. She's back. And I think she got a new stylist. I think Tay's doing her hair. He does the wigs to the hot girls. Yo, Nicki is back. Flawless from head to toe, head to toe. Let's move on. Y'all, before I go, did you see the video of Mama Joyce in the club with Kandi? I'll say one thing about Kandi. I do love the fact she keeps her family close to her, right? Old lady gang turning up. Yeah, they were turning up in the club. They're club. All right, so, yeah, let's move on. It's been fun. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm going to do my Married to Medicine review, and I'm also going to review Shaw's the Sunset. Let me know what you guys think, right? And also, you guys, hit me up in my Twitter DM or in the comments if you have anything you want me to talk about, any shows you want to see, anything you want me to review. You know I'm open to comments, all right? I hope you guys enjoyed this, and what am I saying? Let me get out of here. All right, I have a Little Debbie cream pie and Arizona iced tea to dig into. All right, so I'm going to let y'all know. Bye.